Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Oracle DB Online Training. So in this session, we'll be looking at how you can upgrade multiple databases together, and we'll be looking at like how you can upgrade your, let's say you have the 12C database or 11G database and you want to upgrade it to 19C database. So how you can upgrade these databases to 19C. Okay, so before I begin further, I'll request all the new friends to please subscribe my YouTube channel Oracle DB Online Training. You just have to search for Oracle DB Online Training on the YouTube platform and you'll get out our YouTube channel. And there are a lot of excited topics that we have covered so far. And apart from this, I'll request take a membership of our YouTube channel so that you'll get all the related contents. Okay, apart from that, you just now we have launched this new excited offer for you also. Like you can enroll our full ultimate Oracle database administrator course, where we have covered so many different topics such as RAG DBA training, data guard, patching, and all those things. So you can just check this detail also from the community page, and also you can follow me on various social media platforms. So without wasting much time, let's focus on today's agenda, like how you can upgrade multiple databases together to Oracle 19C. Okay. So let me just switch to my console, and here we have two databases running. If you look at this database, currently it is running on 12.1.02, that is Oracle 12C release 1, and there is another database running currently, it is on 11.204. Both are running on the same host name. If you look at the host name detail, you'll find out both are running on the same host name. Okay, our target is to upgrade these two databases together to 19C version. Okay, 19C latest version. So there is a few prerequisites that you need to do before you do any kind of like upgradation. So one thing that you have to make sure that you have applied the latest patches on these databases. I'll just verify whether these patches are available or not. Let's quickly log in into the servers and we'll verify it. Okay, so currently the profile of these two databases are different. So currently this one is running from the 12C home. If you run the environment details, you can come to know like those details. So this is running from the 12C home, and I'll just come back to the 11G home also. We'll verify this also. So it is running from the 11.204. I'll verify the patch detail here also. So as a recommendation, whenever you want to upgrade any database to 19C, it is always recommended to apply the latest patch. So we have already applied these patches on this database servers. Apart from this, if you look at, I already created one profile with the 19C. So now if I'll just run in environment variable details, let's run this command env pipe grep pura. So it will provide me current environment details. So 19C profile is, databases or software is already installed in this server. Okay, so whenever you have to upgrade any database, the first thing that you need to make sure that you are applied with latest patches, and 19C software is already installed on the servers. So let me just run the sql plus minus v command. From here, you can identify it is running on 19.12. Okay, that means we have already installed the 19C software also. And if you want, you can just verify from the etc ora nst dot location file also, like what is the current homes on this server. Okay, I'll just verify this also. Let's go to content.xml. From here, you have to check for the inventory.xml. So currently we have three homes running. One is 12C and 19C and 11.204. Okay. So all three homes are there. Our target is to upgrade the 12C and 11G to 19C database version. Okay. So before I begin further, we are going to use the auto upgrade method. That is, we have previously covered this topic already, and that was just for single database. In this session, we'll be looking at how we can upgrade multiple databases together. Okay, so I'm very excited about this, like how we can upgrade these two databases to 1912. So first thing you have to do, you can make one directory where you can keep all the log files, and even though you can say let me create on U02 mount points. Okay, so log file and the configuration. So as a auto upgrade method will require a configuration file for database upgradation purpose. Okay, so during the time of auto upgrade jar execution, you'll require one configuration files. So configuration file, basically it contains the few information. Let me just walk you through this configuration detail also. So here we have to define the log directory. So this is a global log. That means if we have multiple databases to upgrade, like upgrade 1, upgrade 2, so all the logs will be captured under this directory structure. Okay, apart from that, you have to mention the upgrade 1, upgrade 2 also, like the database name for which you are going to upgrade, and the startup time. So let's say if you want to upgrade it currently, so then you can mention now. Once you execute this, then automatically it will start running upgradation process. And apart from that, you'll also mention the source and the target databases here. Then database SID, you have to mention log directory, you have to mention upgrade nodes. So this is the current node on which we are upgrading the database. Target database version also we need to mention. Apart from that, UTL-RP post upgradation we have to mention. So it will execute the UTL-RP so that invalid objects can be recompiled, and apart from the time zone upgrade. So all these steps we have mentioned for both the databases together in a single configuration file that will be required. Okay. So how you can generate the configuration file? There is one command that you can use. So this command says Java, you have to refer any Java commands, and along with that you need to pass on the auto upgrade jar file which is residing under the 19C home. So once you run this command along with create sample and config option, so it will create a sample file, and after that you can basically modify the sample configuration by making a duplicate copy of this particular file, and let's say modify this name as test.config rather than keeping prod. Okay, so we have to copy and then we have to basically modify the details. So apart from that, you also make sure that sufficient space has to be available under the DB recovery file test. Otherwise, there is a possibility of losing the data. During the time of upgradation, there is a possibility of upgrade might be getting failed due to insufficient space. So as of now, I have on U01 mount point where my 11G and 12C home is installed. It is having a 23 GB of space. So as the data is not there in this database, I think that is more than sufficient for us to upgrade the database. But in real production, you have to make sure that there is a sufficient space available. Okay. So let me just increase the size of these two locations. Okay. So we'll try to increase this value to, let's say, 15 GB. Because the location is already set, and we'll just increase the size and we can re-verify this also. So this is increased to 15 GB, and similarly we'll verify under the 11G home also. Okay. So now if you run slow parameter recovery, you'll find out it is set to 11 GB, sorry, 15 GB. So both are set, and apart from that, let's move to the next part. Before you upgrade any database, make sure you take all the prerequisites, like there is a sufficient space, and also I'll just suggest, like whenever you want to upgrade any database, make sure there is there is no objects reside in the recycle bin. So try to purge the DBA recycle bin. So I'll mention this also, purge recycle bin. Okay, purge DBA underscore recycle bin. And apart from that, this thing has to be done if, like, there is a huge number of audit files are there. So you just make sure that you also purge audit trail, but take a backup of it, so that and make sure there is no invalid objects exist in the component details. Okay. So we have already verified this here on the 12C home. We can verify the same thing from the 11G home. Okay, let's verify this on the 11G home also. So these are valid state. Okay, so that means we can upgrade this database. Both are single instance databases that So we don't have to worry about the making this cluster database to false. Okay, so it is already false state, so we don't have to worry. So we are not getting the output of this query because we don't have what you say this in 12c version. This column is not available under this view. Okay, so we can ignore this. And apart from that, we need to also create the configuration file. So we already I already created it. Let me just go through that location. So here we have the configuration log directory. So we can just remove this also. This is not required. It should be a blank space. Okay. So apart from that, we'll require to create the configuration file. That is a test file we'll be creating up. Okay. So this file is not there. We will create it. Let's go to U02 and auto upgrade. So this file is not there. We'll try to create it. So if you want to recreate it for the first time, then you can just execute this command. So sample file get created under the home directory. So here is a sample file that you can refer, but we don't want to create sample file as of now. We want to create a final test configuration file. So I'll just run the vi command and try to make a final command. So here we have all these details that we need to mention. I'll copy this value here and we'll try to, okay, so we'll save this file and again re-verify the content of this configuration file. So both the things so first database is test1, which is on 12c, and you can see the home location here. The ORCL is at 11g home, and this is the source database home location. This is a target one. Okay. So once everything is done, then you can just verify the location. So this should be a U02 location. Let me just try to execute this sample configuration. So we have used the test.db. So let me just replace this name also. Otherwise, okay, so we are good with this, and we'll try to run this analyze command. So in auto upgrade, there is a there is a benefit of using the auto upgrade. You have to first run the analyze command, and then later we have to do the deployment. Okay, so before you upgrade it, you have to make sure take the 19c profile and then retry to execute. Okay, so previously we don't have set the 19c profile, so auto upgrade jar file was not found in the 12c home, and we got this error. So now we got the prompt, and you can run lsj command. So it will list out all the jobs. So we have two jobs running, 100 and 101. So 100 is for ORCL database. This is for the test database. Okay. So job 1 is completed and the second job is still running. Okay, so both the jobs are succeeded. This is just for analysis purpose, whether the database can be upgraded or not. Okay, so these details we can identify under the location. So if you go to directory that we created already. Okay, so in this directory, the analysis command of, the analysis of these commands are mentioned. So we'll go to CFD tool log options. So here we'll find upgrade. So go to auto upgrade location. So you can basically look for the status folder. Let me just explore the status. Yeah, so pre-check success details you can check from there. Also, you can run the cat command for auto upgrade. Okay. So from here you can find out the jobs are succeeded. This is very important. It should be succeeded. Okay. So now we can go ahead and if there is any error, it will throw out the errors also, like what are the failed jobs. So those details we can check from the logs. Currently there is nothing failure in this case. So we are good to go with deployment. So deployment is the final command in auto upgrade. If you want more detail about what is the deploy and what is the analyze part, so you can refer my previous videos also. Yeah, one more thing I wanted to say, if you want to learn how to configure a 12c home or a 19c home or 11g home, you can refer my previous videos. There are so many topics I already covered upon. So you can walk through those topics and try to understand those things. Okay, let's start this command. This is just a deploy. This is going to upgrade my database. Okay, so let's upgrade this database. Both will run together. So this is our 11G home alert log, and this one is the 12C alert log. So we will be focusing on these two. And if you run LSJ command now, you'll find out these jobs are getting started. Okay. So using the slash, you can just re-verify what is the current state it is going through. So if you look at the stages, it will provide you the prefix state and setup state. So I mean, there are various things you can look for. So previously it was going through pre-checks, and now it is running the prefix up. Okay. So there are status also you can look like what is the remaining in this prefix. And apart from that, if you want anything related to this, you can run the help command. So let's suppose I want to check the status of any job. So I'll just have to mention status minus job, and then job ID, let's say 102. Okay, so here you can find out the detail about this. This is a 100 jobs. Okay, so here the database name, what is the currently executed commands, dictionary stat it is going through, like this. Okay, so it has gone through these steps. GRP stand for guaranteed restore point. So it has already created the guaranteed restore point. If you look at the database like alert log, you can find out it automatically creates the guaranteed restore point. So you don't have to create those guaranteed restore points, just have to allocate the space. Okay, and apart from that, let's verify the 102 job also. So we just have to run 103. Sorry, there are two jobs, 102 and 103. So I'll mention 103. 103, it is going through these phases, right? And let's again re-verify 102. So 102 is running little slow. You can run LSJ command again. So now you can see this is going through both the databases are getting upgraded parallel. So it will restart the database and it will start the actual upgradation process. So we just have to like mention proper configuration files and it will automatically does the job for us. And if you look at this alert log also, so everything is automatically getting performed. Okay. So we will just wait for a few minutes. I'll just show you details in between, like what is happening in between. Okay. So as of now, you can see the alert logs in the alert log database is getting restarted for database upgradation purpose. Now, if you look at the alert log of this is 12C database alert log, and here you can see the database is getting upgraded, and this is 11G. So it is started with the database upgradation process. Okay, so both the databases getting upgraded parallelly, and even though you can run the status command, so here we can see the upgrade 0% completed. So this is how you can upgrade your multiple databases. We'll wait for sometimes once the upgrade finishes both the database. So depend upon the database size or system quality, this upgrade process will happen quickly or maybe it will take time. So we have already executed, so we just will wait for some time. So once the upgrade finishes, then we'll discuss further. Meanwhile, this upgrade is still in the progress. I'll request all the friends if you are interested about the ultimate course, you can enroll this course only at just 7,000 rupees. And you can contact me on the WhatsApp or you can directly call me on these numbers. And these are the contents that I have covered. More than 45 plus videos are there available. And in coming days also, I'll be adding more topics in this tutorial. So please consider enrolling this course. If you have any query regarding this course, you can just contact me on my WhatsApp number. I'll definitely try to give you complete details. And this is our upgrade process still running. So I hope you are enjoying our tutorials, and meanwhile, I'll request if you have anything related to like any personal training if you want, and maybe if you want any database related assistant, you can contact me directly on this email ID and contact number given over here. I'll definitely try to help, and I'll provide you the training also. Still, you can see 21% of this particular database upgraded, and this one is also almost 12% completed. So this is how the database can be upgraded simultaneously. So now if you look at this database upgrade process, you'll find out almost 91% of upgrade is completed on both the database, ORCL and test database. And in the alert log, we can see the database server upgrade actions almost completed. For the database, that is test database, this was on 12C database, so it is upgraded. And for 19C also it is already in the process. If you look at the alert logs, so here you can see that components are already getting upgraded. So meanwhile, this gets finished, so we can just still wait. But I hope you have understood like how this upgrade process happens parallelly. And if you have any question regarding this tutorial, you can just send me details on the comment box, or you can send me email also. I'll try to help you out. And I hope you have understood this so much about this topic. And apart from this, you can again explore our YouTube channel. So you can get a lot of playlist also. Like if you only want to learn about like database upgrade, you can just go through entire tutorial related to database upgrade. And also you can look for like rack related stuffs. Golden Gate also there. Performance tuning stuff is already there, so you can learn a lot of different topics. And again, we'll come back here and see what is the progress. So as of now, we can see a database is started with open state on the, so UTL-RP is running on the test database right now. And on this 11.204, basically the database upgrade is still running. So you can see the database upgrade is happening parallelly. So almost 95% is completed. So we'll wait few minutes more, and then we'll see how it looks like. Okay. So almost if you look at the U01 mount point, so previously it was at around 18 GB of free space. Now it is left with only 9.8 GB. So almost 10 GB of data has been already consumed by this space has been consumed. And so there has to be a sufficient space available whenever you are doing some upgrade activity. The recovery file test has to be a sufficient space. So once this upgrade process finishes, after that we have to set the compatible parameter also. That is important. And so before you run the compatible parameters, set the compatible parameter, it is required that you need to drop the restore point. So once you set the compatible parameter, you cannot roll back your, downgrade your database. So it is very important that before setting up the compatible, you have to make sure the testing over the database is successful. And once everything has been decided, then you can set the compatible and then drop the restore point. So this will come after the, okay, sorry, first you need to drop the restore point, and then you need to set the compatible parameter. Okay, so once you drop the restore point, then you will set the compatible parameter. And after that you can open the database for end user, and you can verify all these details. Okay, so only few details are left. We'll just verify once this finishes. Okay. So now the database upgrade is finishes. So after that, it is basically performing the post upgrade task. So compile is almost finished. So 0% is showing, but in the background, it is already in the process. So we just have to wait a little bit more. Okay. And ORCL database is getting restarted. So I think the upgrade is already in the progress. So we just have to wait few minutes more. So almost 95 the percent is compiled, and you can still look at the alert log. So we can see this database KGL objects are basically getting validated. So once these jobs are finished, we can say yes, database is successfully upgraded, and we just have to wait a little bit more. UTL-RP is completed for overseal database. It is completed for test database. And if you click here again, you'll find out it is now restarting the databases. Okay. So with this step, I think the database will be upgraded. We just have to wait few minutes more. Even though you can run the status command, status job minus job and then job ID. So here you can see the status, like it is started with all these steps. Currently it is running on the DB upgrade, and you can find out the logs on these locations. And similarly, you can verify for 103 job ID. Okay, so almost both are running on the same timeline, and you can run LSG again. So after this, it will upgrade the time zone also as a part of database upgrade. So now you can see the test database is going for post check, which is running. I mean, there are almost 11 steps, out of which it is going for the first one, and it is still doing the preparation, and its database upgrade is already finished. You can just run the status command again, status minus job 103. So it is, the upgrade is finished at this junction, and after that it is going for post check, and then it will run the post fix up. Okay, and similarly you can verify for 102 again. So here also it got completed within 57 minutes of time, and these are like post upgrades tasks running. Again, we can run LSC command. So the database is upgraded. Basically, now it will upgrade the time zone also. And at the last, we'll get the final summary of the entire upgrade. Now you can see as a post upgrade task, it is doing the SV file creation. Both the database SV file got created, and so within next 1 minute, all the upgrade process would be finished. So it is just restarting the database so that it can use the new SV file running on the 19C home. Okay. So once everything is over, then we have to basically use the 19C home profile, and from there we can verify all the details. Okay. So restart is almost about to finish. So once the restart of the database finishes, I think the database upgrade summary will come up, and we'll just verify it, and then we can proceed with compatible parameter set. Okay, and also we'll do the post upgrade verification things like whether all the components are upgraded or the components are in valid state or what is the current state, so we can just re-verify those things also. Okay. So I hope you guys have understood so far how the upgrade process goes. And finally, we have the status like number of databases too, and the job finished successfully. And lastly, to mention that you have to drop the guaranteed restore points. Okay, let me just first. So basically, currently my environment variable is set to. Let me just verify it again. It is set to I think 19C only. All right. So the test database, you can directly log in from here and verify the details. So test database got upgraded. We'll verify a few more details. Before that, I'll just try to load the 19C profile for 11G database. Just only we have to run the export of SID of ORCL database. Okay, so as of now we are running, there are two databases running currently. We can just log in again and then so you cannot upgrade two databases in manual database case, and maybe you'll require to put some more effort in case of two database upgraded than using manual way. And even though in database upgrade utility you cannot do two parallel upgrades. Okay, so the best way you can upgrade two parallel databases using the auto upgrade method that we have seen so far. Okay, so this is the 11G ORCL database, which is upgraded to 19C currently, and this is 12C database previously, and now it is upgraded to 19C. So we have to verify some details. Let's say we'll just verify those details. Okay, I'll just try to show all the details. So we have like a database got upgraded from 12.1 to 19.12. All the components are in valid state, and okay, so this is for 12C database, and similarly we can verify for 11G, previously 11G, now it is changed to 19. So this is also got upgraded from 11 to 4 to 1912, and this is successfully done. So next part is to modify the compatible parameter. Before you modify the compatible, you need to drop the restore point. So how you can drop the restore point? Just verify the restore point name. So at this junction, you will be making sure that all the testing, all the database related steps are completed. Then only you have to drop the restore point. So let's drop the restore point using the restore point command. You need to mention the restore point over here. So this got completed successfully. After that, go to 11G home also. Do the same thing. So previously 11G, not currently it is 19C upgraded. After that, you have to set the parameter, compatible parameter. So you can just verify the current values also. And if you want, you can take the P file backup. And this is done. Then we'll try to modify the SV file and then restart the databases. This is what we have to do. And this is on the 12C, previous 12C database. Now it is changed to 19C. So this will get restarted in few minutes of time. Let's just run this command also. Okay, so it will show me the show parameter details, and similarly we can run the show parameter compatible here also. Okay. So this is how we can upgrade two database parallelly using the auto upgrade method. So I hope you have understood all these steps so far. And if you have any queries regarding these steps, maybe you can mention in the comment box, or you can send me email also. I'll try to help. And okay, so now the compatible is changed to 19.40, and this is also changed to 19.0. Okay, so with this, our today's agenda of like upgrading multiple database parallelly or simultaneously is completed. And I hope you have understood everything. And if you have any question, please send me on the comment box, and I'll try to make another video very soon. So I'll disconnect from here, and once again, thank you for watching our videos. Please subscribe our YouTube channel if you are new on my YouTube platform, and also get in touch with me on various social media platforms. Have a great day. Bye.